What is going on, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get this going. It's finally Wednesday. We've been doing good all week. Let's see if we can keep it up today and get maybe another 100 plus point trade. For those that don't know, we caught a nearly 300 point trade on Monday and a 120 point trade yesterday on stream. So hopefully we can do very good again today and make some more money. And we go from there. All right, guys. But yeah, let's see what we can cook up here. Now I'm gonna start up the premium live trading stream in maybe like a minute or so. I'm just waiting for the market to get closer to open, so we get straight into it. Where'd I put my water? Here it is. But yeah, let me go ahead and start up the live trading stream here. Get this cooking up. Now we do have a few setups in which I'm not really gonna rush coming into market open. But it's always better to be prepared. You know what I mean? I'm probably not gonna take these immediately, but you never know. I mean, something very fast can happen. Who knows? Maybe you do take it. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me start up the live trading stream here on Discord. Yo, what's popping, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. All right, let's get this going. Let's get this going. Okay, so we have a few setups coming into market open. Honestly, not anything I want to rush into off the bat, but you never know. All right. We have 3 nearby fair value gaps in which we can use. But I was gonna say, but we don't have any levels of liquidity, but we do. We just haven't taken them out. All right, guys. So we'll see what we can work with this morning. For sure. But yeah. So obviously, coming to market open, we can see that we're actually rejecting from a 5 and 15-minute bearish rally gap here. We don't have a bias just yet. I mean, the market is going to open in 5 seconds from now, but we don't have a bias just yet. We do have nearby liquidity, so maybe we can use any of these fair value gaps to kind of get a read in the market, maybe a level of liquidity up here or maybe down here off of these two over here. All right, obviously not anything we want to rush into off the bat, but if we do get a pretty quick read, then obviously we can go based off that. All right, guys. But yeah, and my YouTube people, good morning, guys. The stream has officially started, so let me kind of put it out that I'm live on YouTube here. But yeah, I'm gonna put it out here 1 sec. Boom, there we go, and put it out here as well. Boom, there we go. Perfect. Just making sure we go live. But yeah, guys. Hopefully we can get at least one more pretty interesting day in the markets. To get at least one more pretty big trade, and maybe we can even call it a week. Because this week so far has been amazing. Now one thing I will tell you guys is I'm most likely gonna size light today. I checked my weekly P&L last night, and I'm very green on the week, so I'm just not trying to risk too much. You know what I mean? I don't want to be giving back profits or anything. So if I do catch any trade today, I'll probably do like 5 contracts or something. Just something like so I can still catch it, but still be green on the week. I mean, God forbid anything happens, but you never know. All right, guys. But yeah, that's just for me personally. So yeah. Let me see if this thing went live here. But yeah, so coming to market open, honestly, not much really happening that's too crazy. At least, yeah. I mean, the market just opened a minute ago. We have pumped up already 52 points, which honestly, this kind of doesn't even look like a 52-point candle. But what we are seeing here is that we are getting quite a bit of rejections from this gap here. So we do know that this gap is very, very well respected. But we just don't have any levels of liquidity yet that we've taken out to really know what we want to do based off this rally gap. Because right now, yeah, we've rejected from it 3 times on the 15-minute time frame. This can lead us into a nice sell-off into the lower liquidity and potentially even another inverse down here. But can we take it? Not really. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can assume that we're going to reject just because we've rejected 3 times here, but we don't have the confirmations that is telling us that we're going to. We're just assuming. All right, so we got to wait for more of a DOL sweep, and unfortunately, we don't have any type of drawn liquidity here. Yeah, some of you guys may be wondering, yeah, but what about this rejection up here? It's not the strongest, so I definitely wouldn't want to be relying off of this level up here. Yeah, it is a level of a rejection and everything, but it's kind of just more of a choppy area more than anything. So I wouldn't want to base it off here. I would want to base my rejections off a very strong rejection or a very strong bounce, more like this, like at the bottom, or maybe like this, like a triple top here. Right? This is what has liquidity, not this little sell-off that happened like 10 minutes ago. I mean, I wouldn't want to trade this. I wouldn't really trust it. So I would trust more of these levels here or here. And thankfully for us, we have a gap inside, or we have a drawn liquidity inside of the gaps of these two gaps here that we can use if we get a read as the market goes on later into open. All right, but yeah, coming to market open today, honestly, not the craziest open, especially to the ones that we've had recently. So I mean, who knows? Maybe we get something now. Someone this in the chat that ES is approaching the London high, and yeah, it is. To be honest, yeah, looking at ES, it looks slightly stronger. Obviously, the market just opened 3 minutes ago, so we can't jump straight into conclusions. But yeah, ES does seem like it might want a little bit higher, more than NQ, that's for sure. Because I mean, NQ is trying to reject here off the gap yet again. While ES is also rejecting off that same gap, but it is closer to that level of liquidity up here, in which it could give us more of a read in the markets. All right, but so far, right now, guys, from what we're seeing, we don't have a bias, so there's nothing that we could just jump straight into until we get more of a read and a reaction to get an understanding as to what the market may want to do for maybe the rest of the morning. All right, guys, so for now, we just wait it out. All right, but yeah, looking at this market open today, I mean, it doesn't really look the same as the market open from today, yesterday and the day before. So yeah. So maybe we don't get a quick trade today. I was hoping for it, but I don't know. All right. But yeah, we gotta keep it A plus. We gotta keep it high quality. You know what I mean? So we can keep getting these big trades. But yeah, I'm assuming now with NQ kind of trying to pump up a little bit here, I'm assuming ES should be no. I was about to say ES should be at the level of liquidity already, but nothing yet. Now I know that ES might be a little bit stronger here and everything, but it might be approaching a setup a lot earlier than NQ. But to be honest, I don't really want to trade ES, so I'm probably just gonna use ES for more of like a reaction type of thing and just watch see what it does and then follow it with NQ. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we're getting an S&T. It seems like we're getting more of an S&T flip as we're watching it. As you guys see here, yeah, actually, yeah, no. ES looked stronger like literally 1 minute ago, and now NQ is a little bit stronger. NQ is already breaking past the previous candle high, while ES is kind of just sitting there. So that, I mean, that's good. If we're gonna trade NQ, that's something. That's for sure. But I mean, there's not much we can really do here yet. So yeah, we still have to wait for either this level up here to get taken out or this one down here. I don't want to be working with some mid levels because obviously I want to make sure that I'm getting the perfect read in the markets. Yeah, you can get somewhat of a quick scalp maybe off a reaction here, but it's not something I want to be trading. I want to be trading something way stronger, maybe like up here at like 24, 540 or maybe 550. And then we go off that. Plus, we have some really nice gaps here and here that we can also use based off the reaction from the level of liquidity. So yeah. That triple top looks really good if we can get a sweep. Oh, yeah, for sure. And we also have a pretty strong 15-minute gap here that we can probably even get a rejection from into a continuation model, or more of a reversal model, because it'll be a dual sweep. But, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell when the market's kind of just not doing much, We're kind of just sitting there, or just sitting here. So, yeah, not the best open this week. That's for sure. Not the best open this week, but I mean, we'll see. We got to give the market its time to kind of, wake up a little bit. Do you only trade in Q? Yeah, most of the times, to be honest. I don't really like trading ES. Not that it's bad or anything. I just feel like it moves slightly slower. So yeah. Yep. And above that is another 5 and 15-minute gap for real. I don't think I saw one. I think we have one here. Yeah, for sure we have one here. But that's the same as a 15 and 5 minute. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same exact gap. A 15-minute inverse into that London high. I was thinking about it, but like I said, I don't really like. I mean, regardless, it's already playing out. But I don't really like this area here. Like, I don't feel like we would be able to get a confident read into higher. Yeah, we can take out the London and everything. That's something. But I would much rather just wait a little bit, like a few more points, like 30 points, and just wait for us to take out this London up here, this triple top here. And then we just go off that. You know what I mean? Can you please look at my screenshots for the indicator? I don't really see a screenshot anywhere, bro. Yeah, I don't see anything there. The price targets are bad too. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, if you would have taken out this level of liquidity here and then inverse this gap here, your first price target would have been 40, 45, 50 points. Obviously, depending on your entry. Hey, David, what do you mean a triple top? Okay, so it's not an exact triple top, but you can see here that around this area right here, let me draw it out for you. So this area right here, you can see that we've rejected 1, 2, and 3 times with some pretty strong rejections. So obviously yesterday, the random pump that happened past market close actually. This was the first rejection. Market rejected back down, retested this area yet again, rejected back down, retested this area yet again, and rejected back down. All right, so obviously this area has quite a bit of liquidity that we can be using. All right. Now, bro, for your indicator settings, honestly, leave everything default. You don't really have to touch anything. The only thing I suggest like changing is something that is actually preference, which is your stop loss profile. So on NQ, it's automatically set to 35 points default as a stop loss, but obviously we have not been using 35 points lately, so I don't really suggest using that type of stop loss. I kind of suggest more like a 45-ish point stop loss. I feel like that's way better. But yeah, just make sure that you have the proper settings just for your stop loss. The rest is pretty much simple. Like it's all done. It's plug and play pretty much. We still would have been in the 5 minute though. Does that not matter? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Plus, we are rejecting quite a bit here. So, I mean, like I said, this open, it's not super interesting. I mean, yeah, there's volume and everything. I mean, it is market open. You know, I mean, I'm sure there would be volume, but not as crazy as these last 2 days. You know, in which we've caught our huge trades. You know, 280 points and 120 points, Monday and yesterday. But with this open, I mean, it's nothing crazy. No, there's not much momentum. You know, does drawn liquidity signify that buyers and sellers are left behind? No, that actually signifies a fair value gap. Drawn liquidity is more of where people place their stop losses and get stop hunted. Um, yeah, I mean, I made a whole video on both fair value gaps and drawn liquidity. So if you want to learn more on drawn liquidity, which is what your question is being based off of, you would watch this video right here. It is a little bit long, so obviously watch it in your own time. But that would pretty much answer your question to the T. Are drawn liquidity highs and lows of the no guys, I make these videos for a reason, guys. Watch the videos, guys. Watch the videos. They're all there, guys. It explains everything. David, how do we set up the indicator? Just check out this channel right here. It'll pretty much break it down for you. It's super simple. But yeah, guys. So far, nothing yet. Bro wants some views? Nah, bro. I don't even get paid by YouTube. Like not even 1 penny. I literally just make these videos so you know when you guys have these questions, you guys are learning all the way, not just a little quick answer like, oh no, it's not a fair value gap, or oh no, Sandra. David, are you planning on using Bookmap? I want to. I always say that I do want to, but honestly, bro, that's a whole nother, I guess you could say, confluence to learn. So maybe in the future, yeah, but right now I'm not really planning on learning it. So yeah, it would just be something extra. Are you still selling lifetime? Yeah, if you're talking about the discount, yeah, I am. You can find it in this channel right here. And thank you for the vouch, Ryan. Thank you very much, bro. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you can find everything in that channel, like discount code and everything. How do you know when to adjust your stop loss due to volatility? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Lately, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been getting more comfortable using stop losses at actual levels instead of just a 45-point stop loss. Let me show you guys. So look, right here. Right here, for example, right? My stop loss was placed at the candle high. This was on yesterday's trade. And then on the trade from Monday, I used the same stop loss at the candle high. Honestly, I feel like these stop losses, sometimes, yeah, they could be a little bit, a little big, but obviously if you size correctly, it shouldn't be a big deal. But I've been using these stop losses a lot more because I feel like they have a lot more reasoning behind them. And it just makes more sense. You know what I mean? So I do like placing my stop loss at rejections or bounces or levels of liquidities. Now, but I feel like that when it comes to certain inverses, it's very hard to kind of get like a very proper stop loss. So sometimes you just have to use a stop loss depending on the average candle. So if the average candle is like 40 points, you could do like a 45-point stop loss and so on. If you're averaging 20 points, maybe like a 30, 35-point stop loss will be pretty good. It really all depends on the average points per candle in the current market that you're trading. All right. So keep that in mind. Sometimes it's hard to size correctly and not move the stop loss because I always get a late entry. it really, I mean, it really all depends on what the situation may be. You know what I mean? Here, let me open up my YouTube chat here on YouTube so I can read my YouTube's um comments. What's up, YouTube guys? How do you feel about this fair value gap? If you're talking about this one, because I'm assuming your message is pretty old, it's a good gap. Like I said, I just don't have any levels of liquidity in it or nearby to really base a kind of like more of a bias from to know what I want to do from the fair value gap. And like I said, coming into market open today, it's not really the most interesting open for sure. I mean, we're still stuck at where we opened at. So there's nothing I really love yet. So we're kind of just here waiting, first of all, for the first level of liquidity to get taken out first. So we can actually find a reaction in the market and get a bias. And I also want to see if a little bit more momentum kicks in because I don't want to be stuck in a trade, doing this here. You know what I mean? It's not really doing much. So, even if we did get a trade, we'll be kind of stuck in it doing nothing, you know? So I would much rather wait, see if we get anything. If not, then we come back later or come back tomorrow. Simple. What helps you determine your overall bias? One thing only: drawn liquidity. All right, Emil? Drawn liquidity will help you determine everything behind the trade. So your main confirmation and your main reaction and your main read in every single chart that you're going to trade is always going to be the reaction from the level of liquidity. Once you have found the reaction from that level of liquidity, you're going to know what to take from the nearest gap. You're going to know what buys to have. You're going to know what to expect. You're going to know what to target. You're going to know everything. All right, bro. So fair value gaps don't mean anything without drawn liquidity. Momentum, trend mean nothing without drawn liquidity. Nothing means anything without drawn liquidity. So the one thing, if you guys are going to be learning my strategy, the one and only thing that you guys need to make sure that you guys understand to the fullest is how to read drawn liquidity. And thankfully for you guys, it's actually not that hard. It's as simple as just finding highs and lows and determining where do you think most retail traders have placed their stop losses. Once you have found that, then you just wait for those stop losses to get hunted and then wait for the reaction, whether it's going to be a continuation or a full-on reversal. And then based off that reaction, let's say, for example, it's a reversal, you're going to look for a nearby fair value gap. And depending on the trend or kind of direction of that reversal from the drawn liquidity sweep or from the drawn liquidity, you're going to base that reaction into the fair value gap. So for example, let's say you have a bullish fair value gap with a upside drawn liquidity swept, which means that the market is now trying to reverse down. If the market is trying to reverse down and you get the confirmation, pretty much confirmed, that the market is turning more bearish due to a D-wall sweep, your buys will be bearish, sellers will be stepping in, and you will be looking to inverse that bullish rally gap. All right. Now, let's say, for example, you have a bullish rally gap, but you don't have a drawn liquidity sweep. How would you know what that fair value gap is going to do? You won't until it's going to be too late, and then you get a late entry, and then the market chops, and then this and that. All right. And the reason I say this is because, once again, guys, you could have a bullish or bearish rally gap and a bullish or bearish trend. It doesn't matter. If you don't have a reaction and you don't know where the market is going to go to, you won't know how to use that fair value gap. All right, so always make sure that you guys understand what a drawn liquidity is. And like I said, guys, I literally spent $600 making that video for you guys, having it edited and everything, so you guys can actually learn something. All right, it is over 45 minutes long. It's super simple to learn, but there are things that you need to understand. All right, so if you guys haven't already, check out that video. All right, guys, there's two videos that you guys need to watch: the drawn liquidity video and the fair value gap video. All right. Let me see. What if the drawn liquidity is what if the drawn liquidity is going against a higher time frame, bullish or bearish? Does that hold less weight or make the trade more risky? What do you mean? What if the drawn liquidity is going against a higher time frame? Remember, bro, guys, one thing I always tell you guys is maybe I'm misunderstanding the question, but guys, remember, all time frames are the same. If you guys watch the video, I keep saying it, then you guys would know. All right. No matter if you're trading on the 30-second time frame, the 1 minute time frame, the 5 minute, the 1 hour, the daily, the yearly time frame, it does not matter what time frame you're trading. You're gonna be trading the same exact market. Just because you're trading on a higher time frame or a lower time frame does not mean that price is gonna move any differently or any better. All right, guys, it's the same market, just a different chart. You know what I mean? Like different candles. I mean, it's the same price, just differently averaged out candles, because of the time. One candle closes every 5 minutes and one candle closes every hour. All right. So remember, guys, always make sure that you know that. You know what I mean? He's talking about the trend. All right, let me reread that question now that I know it's about the trend. Let me see. Where was the question? Hold on. Okay. What if the drawn liquidity is going against the trend, I'm assuming? That's how you catch reversals. Remember, guys, the market doesn't only just go up and the market doesn't only just go down. It's gonna reverse eventually, right? And the way that this drawn liquidity concept works is, well, it's gonna be long to explain, but once again, I'm gonna say it again. It's all in the video. Yeah, I mean, so I always tell you guys, check out the video, guys. It literally explains everything you need to know. It's 45 minutes long for a reason. Let me see. David, I reset my trade sync P&L to $0, including all of my stats, which reflected the last 3 months. I've had a tough month this March. I want to reset my mental. Is that okay? Yeah, of course. Yeah. That doesn't do anything. Also remember, guys, taking breaks is completely normal. If you guys are feeling mentally drained or you're having a tough month in the markets, which happens, these last few weeks have been very rough on everyone. Big traders, small traders, beginners, experienced traders. These I mean, I'll tell you guys this again. Look at the time. Look at the daily time frame. The whole reason why we're starting to move now a little bit more is because we're finally breaking out of this choppy range. But throughout these last few weeks, guys, look at the price action. Look, our winning streaks have been in this type of market, right, where the daily time frame is constantly trending. And then you guys wonder why we haven't, or not many people out there have been very consistent. Look at this market. Look at where you're trading. It's chop, 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 high volume, chop, 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 chop. The whole reason why we're getting big trades now is because we're finally starting to move a little bit more, because we're finally starting to break out of this range here, right? We've been chopping out in this range from here to here, right? And now we're finally breaking out of it here, right? So, I mean, that's why I believe we're getting a lot better trades recently. These last 2 days have been amazing, right? But yeah, I mean, these last few weeks, guys, they've been rough. So, if you guys have been mentally drained, which once again, the market, it drains everyone. I mean, we're all human. So yeah, if you're feeling drained, guys, instead of overdoing it, just take like a little break, a few days off. You know what I mean? You guys will be surprised. He's asking if the higher time frame trend is bearish and we take longs, is it more risky than the higher time frame being bullish? The higher time frame alignment. It depends on the level taken out. Honestly, it really depends on the reaction, actually. Because let's say, right, you have a 5-minute level of liquidity that you don't see on the 1 hour time frame, and you take it out on the 5-minute, and the market reverses with a lot of volume. You can use that towards a dual sweep into catching the reversal. Yeah, you definitely can. Now, will it be more risky? In all cases, yeah. I mean, the best possible trade that you can have is if every time frame out there aligns, which in most cases it won't align. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. Right? Remember, guys, getting a very, very high quality setup will take time, and it's not very likely to happen all that often. Because, for example, right now, look, we're dumping, right? If you look at the 1 hour time frame, it probably won't look all that interesting. So getting a trade and everything, it will take a very long time, and you won't always get it. So yeah, I guess, yeah, it could be slightly more risky, but if the volume is there and you're seeing the momentum kicking in from the reaction from the 5-minute compared to the 1 hour, you can still take it. It does not mean that the trade will be horrible. Obviously, yeah, it could be slightly better, but everything in the world could be slightly better. You know what I mean? Let me see. Let me catch up with my YouTube channel while we dump here a little bit. Okay, so someone said here, I'm pretty new to trading. Like, I started about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Do you think I should just paper trade for now? Yeah, bro. It's better if you get all of the rookie mistakes out of the way without actually wasting your money. So forget about buying a funded account and everything for now. Try to get more consistent. Try to familiarize yourself with how price moves, how to use Tradevate or whatever broker you're using, and just get familiar with it. Once you feel more comfortable and you know what you're doing, you can always go into a funded account. If ES sweeps the London high, do you look at NQ as it swept the high as well, even though it hasn't? Yes. Well, on certain scenarios, it really depends on how much volume we get and the reaction from that volume. But yeah, typically I like to align ES and NQ together. For example, let's say, right, we take shorts, right, and ES is a lot stronger than NQ, but we are in NQ shorts. If ES takes out a level of liquidity, I would take out scales as if I would if NQ took out a price target on that trade. Why? Because once again, if ES is leading and ES takes out a level of liquidity while NQ hasn't taken out a level of liquidity, what's going to happen is if ES is the one that's leading and ES wants to reverse, what do you think is going to happen to NQ even though it hasn't taken out a level of liquidity? It's going to reverse and it's going to stop you out. All right. And then you're going to be wondering, how did I get stopped out when, we never hit the price target or never hit the level of liquidity? You know what I mean? David, how many people tune into your streams on Discord? Right now on average like 400 to 500, but at my peak I was averaging like 800 to 900. But obviously, with rough market conditions, not everyone likes that, and then people just don't like that and leave. But it happens. It cycles. You know what I mean? The way it's been for the last few weeks has been mentally stressful. 100%, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you for sure. Just made a 1K from the NQ short at 24,478. 24,478. Let me see what you entered off of. I'm assuming maybe like a 1 minute gap or something. I'm not really seeing anything at 478, to be honest. But anyways, so what it seems like we're getting here is we just finished taking out, I'm assuming, the London low here. Yeah, we just took out the London low here. We're trying to sweep it. Maybe we can get a fair value gap bounce into the upside. Maybe more like yesterday. So I'm gonna start looking for more of a trade here. To see if we can try to start cooking something up. I'm not loving longs because I do know that we do have some lower liquidity that we can definitely take out. But we can definitely get started into something if the market does want to instantly sweep to the upside. Maybe like a quick little trade. Because what I was thinking is maybe something like this. I know we can get better, but we can get more like a DO sweep off this London low, get like a 40-point bounce, we answer around here, and then just target these New York highs up here, or in the triple top up here. But what could be a lot better is if we sell off slightly more into the gap, take out the double bottom alongside the London low here. So we will take out this low and then all these lows, so we're left with no lows. And then we reverse it back up with the fair value gap bounce and the deal will sweep from this London low with enough buying pressure to possibly inverse this 5-minute gap here, and also target these gaps up here, or these levels up here. That'll be a pretty nice trade. But once again, it really all depends, because we need to wait for a reaction in the market. But for now, what we can do is, I know that this candle should be over 40 points. Yeah, 57 points. So what we can do is possibly look for a DO sweep from this low here, which is the London low at 373. Wait for a DO sweep, wait for a fair value gap bounce, and possibly even wait for a 5-minute inverse. So we will have multiple setups kind of aligned, right? So it'll be a fair value gap bounce, fair value gap inverse, drawn liquidity sweep, buying pressure, room for higher price targets. So we could do something like that. That wouldn't be too bad. But it really all depends because we are getting quite a bit of selling pressure here. So we need to see when the market might want to reverse, if it even wants to reverse. I mean, if it doesn't, then we can always look for an inverse off this huge gap down here, which that's going to be something, but we'll save that for later. Yeah, for now, what we can look for is maybe something like this. I mean, this is another gap here as well. So if anything, we can wait for this gap to get inverse as well. But that would be kind of a late entry because if we want to, that'll be 81 points. Because the thing is, if we're going to enter off a D-wall sweep here, from a fair value gap bounce here, and we might want to enter like this, for example, right? I would love to have like a 45, 50 point stop loss into higher. But the thing is, if we take longs here, we're going to be approaching this 5-minute gap here, in which we can reject from, which I don't want to do. But the thing is, if we enter here, it could look good. But if we put our stop loss here at the bottom, it'll be 82 points, which I'm also not trying to do. So I think we're going to have to resort to using more of a point-based stop loss, which would be like 45 to 50 points, maybe like this at a random level, which I know I used to always do, but honestly, I'm kind of falling out of love with doing this type of thing because if the market wants to randomly just pull back without taking out any lows and we get stopped out, then, we have to worry about a re-entry and all that type of headache stuff. So I've actually been wanting to kind of use more lows, but in this trade, I don't think I can, to be honest. Maybe like a 1-minute low somewhere. Maybe, but I kind of doubt it, to be honest. But this trade actually looks pretty good, honestly. Because we are getting a fair value gap bounce. We are getting a drawn liquidity sweep. We are getting buyers stepping in. We do have room for higher. So honestly, this trade can be very, very nice, especially off multiple inverses here on the 5-minute here and the 5-minute here. Where would the 15-minute? Yeah, the 15-minute also get filled as well. So I'll keep an eye on this, honestly. This looks like a pretty decent, or not decent, pretty interesting trade, is what I meant to say. So we can look for something like this maybe. But that's only if we hold above 373, which is the London low. Like I said, I did prefer that if maybe we took out the Asia low double bottom here, but it's really the same thing. I guess the sooner the reaction, the earlier the entry, you know what I mean? Yeah, one thing I will say, guys, is I'm not super in love with the volume, though. I mean, if we can catch a good trend, then yeah, we can definitely get a big trade. But, I mean, to be honest, the volume doesn't look super choppy, though. It just doesn't look super active either. I mean, hopefully the market is getting back into its normal conditions. Yeah, maybe. We can only hope. Yeah, let's see if we can hold up this DOL sweep here with some pretty interesting volume, and then we can go into longs there. Into longs off this 5-minute inverse here. And ES never swept this, so I hope it takes it out soon as well, so we don't have to worry about that. But if NQ is leading, then we probably don't even have to worry about it in the first place. The Asia low is close by. Yeah, but I don't think I don't know if we're gonna have enough selling pressure to see it. Now, if we do have enough selling pressure to see it, I'll probably just enter off a fair value got bounce rather than inverse and just target the inverse price targets. If we take out this low down here. But it really depends on how buyers step in here. It kind of seems like they want to sweep this and hold it up because we keep trying to reject back down, but buyers aren't letting sellers step in, which is a good sign. I mean, if we're gonna get an inverse, we do need that confirmation. But yeah, we are approaching this 5-minute inverse, guys. So let's start getting a little bit ready here and start locking in. We're not super close to the entry, but we are right there. We're like, what, like 30 points away? So yeah, it kind of does seem like, guys, we're going to have to use more of a kind of point-based stop loss. So not something I wanted to do. Like I said, I do want to use these lows as more of a stop loss. I've been doing that a lot more recently. I actually feel more comfortable doing that. Because if we get stopped out, it's actually for a reason, not like a random pullback into a random level, and it happens to be our stop loss. You know what I mean, I want our stop losses to actually have a reasoning behind them. But yeah, actually, it seems like sellers are stepping back in here. We actually just flipped this candle from huge green to huge red. Well, we're about to flip it to red in like 5 seconds from now. Any second now. There you go. Okay, there's a red candle. Okay, so yeah, we flipped this candle from green to red, which obviously shows that sellers are trying to step in. So we're going from having a bullish bias from holding above 373 into now holding below 373. So for now, we're gonna have a bearish bias. Are we interested in shorts? Not yet, though. Why? Well, we don't really have anything for an entry. So even if we did want to catch a sell-off here into lower, we kind of can't. So I would say it's kind of better if we just wait for this low to get taken out at 320, and then we go from there based off the reaction, whether we want to hold below it or maybe sweep it back up. We can always catch longs or shorts off this gap here. But for now, we're kind of just sitting at the level of liquidity here. Now, it's about to be 10, so I don't know if we're going to get a spike in the market. No, we're not. I don't think we have 10 a.m. news today, though. Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, let's see how we approach this 320 level, if we want to even approach it. Yeah, we have some possible setups nearby. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And when I say it takes a little bit of time, I'm not talking like the whole day. Like I'm talking maybe like, maybe like a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes or so. Who knows? It's however the market wants to move. Yeah, ES took out the lows here. NQ selling off. It's about to take out the Asia low down here, which is pretty good. Okay, let's see if we can take it out here. And maybe even sweep. Because if we do sweep, guys, what I would say is we could probably just look for an entry. Let's say, for example, like, where's the arrow tool? Right here. What we could do. Hey, good morning, Jay. Jay Birds, what's up, bro? Hold on, guys. Let me catch up. Let me see. The stream is about 1 minute delayed. Yeah, it's 2 minutes delayed on YouTube. It's normal. It's how I have my premium set up. Hold on, guys. Let me kind of put this out in my YouTube chat real quick. Yeah, we are getting more of a nice sweep here. I mean, we almost got the double bottom. We never took it out, though. Wait, did we? Nah, we didn't. We literally missed it by a few points. But yeah, what I wanted to see was maybe more like something like this, and we find an entry here, like around here. Let me see my YouTube chat. Let me see. I joined the premium group last night. First of all, welcome. However, on Discord, I'm only seeing the premium trading and no chat channels. Any suggestions? You probably have the premium channels hidden. Jay, if you're hearing me right now, go to my trading chat, the public chat, and just send me a screenshot of the channels that you see to see if you have them hidden, and I'll show you how to unhide them. Let me just kind of type it up here. There you go. But yeah, I mean, we're still holding this deal. I mean, we don't have to take out this level of liquidity here. Like I said, if we did, we could have gotten, we would have been in shorts. I mean, in longs already for a fact. Because I mean, we kind of already bounced over 45 points. Yeah, over 60 points actually. So we would have been in longs, but ES took out the low. I know. I said that earlier. ES did take out the low here, but since we are trading NQ, I would kind of prefer that NQ takes it out. But yeah, I'm gonna have the same issue with the hidden channels, guys. It's super simple. Look, if you guys, because I get asked this all the time, guys. If you guys don't see the channels, like for example, you only see like one channel, guys. All you need to do is you see where it says premium. Always make sure that this little arrow right here is like facing to the right. Just make sure it's facing down. Just click on it, because what you're doing is you're just hiding the channels. So people always come to me and they're like, "Yo, like, what happens to my premium? Like, I don't see it." It's so simple. Just make sure that where it says premium, sometimes you can probably click it by accident. All you need to do is click this, guys. You see how it hides it and unhides it? Right? And that goes for every channel. Look. You see? So if you guys don't see the alert channel or you guys don't see anything, just click this. And if you guys still don't see anything, scroll all the way up. You're going to see something here that says browse channels. When you click this, you can see all of the channels and just make sure that they're checked out. All right? But yeah, guys, we're actually getting a lot of buying pressure here. Let's see if we can cook something up here. That sweep is actually playing out quite nice. So let's kind of focus back here on longs again. So we can look for something like this into 2 price targets, which would be over 107 points. Now, like I said, guys, today, just for myself, guys, I am going to be sizing pretty light for the rest of the week. Thanks to Monday and yesterday, I actually ended up making a bunch of money on my accounts. So I just don't want to be risking too much for the rest of the week and potentially flip the week back red. Tilting can happen and everything. So I'm just not trying to risk that. You know what I mean? So for the rest of the week, guys, I'm personally just going to be doing 5 contracts. And honestly, if you guys caught the trade on Monday and yesterday alongside with me, and you guys are pretty green on the week, I suggest doing the same thing. I don't want you guys going back red on the week. I mean, we're here to make money. All right. So yeah, it's always smart to micromanage, your sizing, your position, and everything. So if you guys are green on the week, just turn it down. Just take that sizing down a little bit. I mean, you're still gonna make money if the trade works out, so it's not a big deal. But obviously, just don't put as much risk to the point where you blow your account in one trade. Because I know a lot of you guys are actually pretty guilty to that. So make sure that you guys, if you guys want to, or if you guys caught the trades with me, I suggest sizing a little bit lighter for the rest of the week. Like I said, if the trade works out, you still make money. So who cares? But that's what I'm gonna be doing. Oh, you said that you subscribe to Profit Insider. No. Yes, I work for RP, but I do have my own stuff in which I put more of my work in. So like the live trading with no delay and everything, that's all in my premium. That's all in my Discord. Obviously, if I could live trade in multiple channels, I would, but I can't. But let's see if we can hold up this buying pressure. I actually really like this. The momentum looks clean. The market looks pretty stable. We're getting pretty nice drawn liquidity sweeps. We're getting nice reactions. We have some nice setups, and we have some nice price targets with good room to get some points. So yeah, hopefully we can catch this going forward. Yeah, look at that buying pressure. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, guys. Yeah, let's start locking in a little bit more here. See if we can hold this up. But yeah, guys, start locking into looking at your trade of it. Make sure that you like what you're seeing, and all that good stuff. Let's see if we can hold this up here. Like I said, I'm personally gonna be doing like 5 contracts. I'm gonna size light. I do like this trade a lot. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to be over risking for the rest of the week, because I am very green on the week. But yeah, so far we're still rejecting off this gap here. I'm really hoping for longs, but in its own time. Yeah, so far we are rejecting off the gap. Not that I'm really too interested in shorts in the first place. So even if we do reject off this, our entry would be at like 60 points or so for the shorts. So and then the price target probably won't even match up. Yeah, not my favorite. If anything, I'll just wait for like if the market wants to reject back down and not hold the longs, which whatever, anything can happen. I mean, we're bouncing back up, so but if anything, I'll just wait for this to get taken out. Yeah, I'm really hoping that longs actually end up holding because, like I said, I really do like the longs. This P is so frustrating? Not really. I actually kind of like it. It's moving pretty smooth, not too choppy, not too volatile. I think it's pretty nice. Although, yeah, we haven't gotten a setup. Well, we have setups, we just haven't gotten an entry. That's totally fine. I mean, we just wait it out. But hopefully, yes will not fuck us up. It shouldn't. I mean, yeah, well, yeah, it is a little bit weak to be honest. But it did take out the lows here. So if NQ and ES are holding bullish, I don't think it should be a problem. I hope not. Because yeah, NQ's like trading like right here maybe. ES trading all the way down here. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. Don't jinx it. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. I'll make sure that if we do end up taking longs, we need to make sure that ES is picking up as well. Because yeah, NQ's trying to pump up here. I guess ES is not letting it. I was thinking that it was just a fair value projection here, which doesn't really make sense because we have buying pressure follow the deal sweep into a bullish bias. But maybe it was just ES. So we got to make sure that if we take longs, we got to keep a big eye on ES to make sure that it does not flip back bearish below these two levels of liquidity here. Because yeah, NQ's picking up here. As you guys see, it's trying to inverse this gap here. But ES, kind of more of like a doji candle. So it doesn't really have much to really tell us. But yeah, guys, we're about to inverse this gap here. So let's start paying attention here. Let's start locking in here. Like I said, if I do take this trade, it'll be a very light trade for myself. Just so I don't over risk for this week. All right. So you guys can do what you want, but that's what I suggest doing. Especially if you caught the trade on Monday and yesterday. Let me see. Why not think about the rejection of the 5 minute into lower? First of all, your entry will be pretty off. Your stop loss will be pretty large, and we already took out some downside liquidity, and we're already getting a positive reaction. Rather than we haven't taken out any upside liquidity and we don't have a reaction. So if we took out this downside liquidity, we're holding above it with the bullish bias with strong buying pressure into an inverse. Then you can look for longs into the untapped liquidity above, which is what we're trying to target here. You know what I mean? Because yeah, if you look for shorts here, yeah, you can get a fair value gap projection, but you would have to wait over 60 points, about 60 points or so, to get an entry to then have like a 45, 50 point price target. Yeah, you can get that, but it's gonna be a risky trade because you're entering shorts in a huge. Oops, you're entering shorts. You're entering shorts in a huge gap here. And we already took out some liquidity in which buyers are trying to step in from. So yeah, it's a decent idea for shorts, but we can get better for sure, which is why I'm looking for longs. It looks just a lot more, you know. That's what I would want at least. I just don't really like taking shorts inside of a gap. Yeah, everything can look bearish and everything, but you're gonna be so sure. Yeah, we keep trying to bounce up into this gap. I mean, it does seem like buyers are trying to step in constantly, which is a very good sign. I mean, eventually, if it stays like this, eventually sellers are gonna have some seller exhaustion, which is a very good sign because obviously no more sellers. But I am a little bit worried with yes. I mean, we are flipping here, so that's something. But I just don't want to get randomly pulled back on, especially if we're not using like a set stop loss. We're just using a stop loss based off points, based off, just 45, 50 points. So I don't really like doing that anymore as much. But yeah, we're still breaking past some previous candle highs. So let's see if we can at least hold that. So let's see. We are getting some buying pressure yet again, guys. So start locking in. Let's start seeing if we can catch some longs here. So yeah, just start paying attention, guys. All right. I do like the volume, like I said. But I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical with the stop loss. So I really hope it works out in our favor, without any like random pullbacks, because ES does have these gaps here, which hopefully is not an issue. But everything else just looks really good. The only downside would just be ES, which is trying to pick up, so that's good. Maybe it doesn't become too much of a problem. I would hope it doesn't. We're about to find out. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna be looking for an entry around the 442 range, so pretty much above this inverse, which we're getting right now. So let's see if we can hold this. So hover your mouse over the buy button, guys. Let's see if we can hold this buying pressure up above the inverse for a good amount of time to make sure that buyers are stepping in. And if we're able to get that, then we're gonna go ahead and enter some NQ longs. All right, but so far nothing yet. All right, so don't rush it too fast. All right, guys, don't rush it too fast. But let's see if we can get some nice buying pressure and hold above the gap for some time to make sure we don't get faked out. Make sure that the volume looks steady, looks stable, for higher, and then we enter longs from there. All right, guys. So yeah, don't rush anything yet. Don't rush anything yet. I'm gonna delete this gap here just because we're not gonna use it anymore. We are getting a little bit of a rejection. I mean, so far nothing. Like I said, we haven't entered yet, guys. Remember, we need to make sure that we have steady volume above the gap. We're holding above the gap, and we have enough buying pressure to tell us that we want to go higher into the price targets. If not, then we don't take it. You always gotta make sure for that. All right, which yeah, we get late entries more times than not, but it pays off. You get the extra confirmation, extra reassurance behind the trade, which is always good. See if we can pump this back up a little bit more. And we're getting slightly more buying pressure yet again. So let's start hovering your mouse over the buy button yet again, guys. Let's start seeing if we can try to catch these longs here. It's like it's trying to pump up here, but it's struggling a little bit. All right, I'm going to try longs here, guys. I'm in longs. We are breaking past the previous candle high, so yeah. Remember, guys, I'm just going to size light for myself on this one. You guys can do as you please, but for me, I'm going to size light on it. So I got an entry at 5.8, which honestly is not horrible. It could have definitely been a little bit better, but yeah. See if we can hold this up. Now, remember, we are kind of still rejecting a little bit off the gap. We're not really rejecting off the gap, but we are getting a little bit of selling pressure. So hopefully we can hold this up a little bit more with the buying pressure that we saw literally a second ago to enter. So if we honestly, if we can flip this candle from red to green, then we should be good. Yeah, literally, if only I waited like an extra second, that would have been a little bit better. But it's fine. It's not too bad of an entry. Yeah, let's see if we can flip this back from red to green. If we can, then we should be chilling. I'm assuming if you guys are probably going to enter with me, you guys are probably getting way better entries than I am. Yeah, my stop loss will be placed at since I am sizing light, I'm just going to keep it at 394, which will be the candle low. 394. Sell 5 stop. There we go. Okay, guys, my stop loss will be placed at 394. My entry was at 458. And obviously, this is what we're seeing. But yeah, I just wish I could put my stop loss down here. But obviously, I'm not going to. Are you crazy? Yeah, let's see how this plays out. No, guys, I'll be back in a second. Let me go check up on my cats real quick because they're not in my room, so I don't know what they're doing. One sec, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Did we do anything? No, we're still at break even. Okay. But I guess in the meantime, we could kind of just chat a little bit more here and just kind of see what's going on. See what you guys are saying. But like I said, if you guys probably enter him, you guys more than likely probably got a way better entry than I did. That's for sure. I did get a little bit of a late entry, but honestly, it's fine. It'll be fine. You got a 43? Damn, bro. That's good as hell, bro. You got like the best possible entry. I got a 5.8 Phil. I got Phil like up here, bro. Well, to be honest, I was waiting for confirmation, so I can't blame anyone. You entered at the retest? Yeah, I'm assuming most people did. I mean, literally as I entered, we kind of did project back down, so most people entering, you know, by the time that you noticed that I was in and everything, you probably did, you know, enter off of the retest. Blast ES is rejecting off that 5-minute. These are crazy. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't become too much. Like I said, everything on Q looks really good, which is why I'm taking it. But the only downside would obviously be ES rejecting off maybe one of these two gaps here, which hopefully is not the case because ES did reject. I mean, did sweep these two lows here, so hopefully that doesn't become too much of a problem. But we're gonna find out, obviously, because yeah, ES is a little bit weaker, so hopefully that doesn't really track onto NQ. It will a little bit. We will definitely notice it. But it's really up to time to tell. You know what I mean? The thing is, we can't wait too long because by the time that ES inverses these two gaps here, so we are taking a little bit of a risk. But by the time that ES takes out these two gaps, NQ will be way above all the price targets already. So, you know, I wouldn't want to be holding it, you know, or entering off there. So we got to take a little bit of risk and just make sure that ES hopefully inverses both of these things, you know. If I'm already in a trade and using trade rate at the top where it says buy and sell market, if I have 5 contracts as long as I change them to 3 and click sell, will it take off? Yeah, you'll have 2 more contracts left in the trade, which means that you'll be in longs for 2 contracts. By the way, guys, we're low-key pumping up here. What the heck? Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, hey, Tuzi, you beat me to it, bro. Very nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, we're low-key pumping up quite a bit here. I mean, if you guys got like a fill in the 40s, you guys can probably scale here. You guys should be up like 30-ish points or so, which is not bad at all. I mean, if you want to scale, I mean, it's really up to you. Yeah, if you guys got a fill at the 40s, you guys should be up like what, like, yeah, 35, 40 points. I did see a few. You guys did say you guys got like a 40, 43 fill, so not bad. Yeah, guys, we're low-key pumping here. If you guys want to scale here, I mean, now's one of the best times to scale. We're getting a very nice pump here. Very nice read on our end, guys. Look at that, bro. I'm just going to take it for myself from here and just maybe call it a week, guys. Yeah, guys, I took profits here. I mean, fuck it. Why not? I mean, it's a nice pump. Take it while I'm green. And, you know, I already wanted to call it a week from yesterday and Monday. But let me see. Let me kind of just put out that I scaled. Yeah, guys, really nice pump here for, if anything, a quick scalp. Very nice. That was the pump that I was looking for, actually, guys. So I'm very happy with it. And I'm assuming you guys are too. Everyone in here should be green as hell right now. Look at this pump, guys. Whoa. Guys, now, you might be wondering, why the hell did I take profits early? Guys, I kind of just want to, like, I'll be on tomorrow. I'm going to be on tomorrow. But like I said, I don't want to really over-risk for the rest of this week. I made a lot of money this week already. So honestly, anything extra I can get, I'm going to take it real quick. All right, guys. So bear with me. All right. Wait, let me retype this alert. Actually, hold up. Let me see. But yeah, very nice pump up there. And guys, this setup was a very nice and easy read to get. So I'm very happy with it. And hopefully you guys are too. Now, if you guys are green, guys, but you guys haven't been spamming the profit channel, bro. Guys, if you guys are green, guys, spam your profits, guys. Like I said, everyone in here should be green. We barely saw any drawdown on this trade. It was like a little pullback, like 10 points. So no one should have gone to stop loss, because I know some of you guys in here like to use like your like 20, 25 point stop losses. But yeah, guys, if you guys are green, guys, spam your profits here in this channel right here. Like I said, everyone should be green. So yeah, just take it. And my boy Barco got a nice payout. Yes, sir, bro. But yeah, guys, everyone in here should be green. Very, very nice, guys. You will show the payout. Bro. But yeah, guys, no, seriously. I just passed my first funded account. Nice, bro. Yes, sir, guys. Like I said, everyone in here should be green. And if you guys didn't scale up there, I don't know what to tell you guys. But no, everyone should be green. And like I said, if you guys want to go break even, you guys definitely can. But for me, I went ahead and just secured full profits, and I'm taking my green for the day, and just, I'm happy with it. You know what I mean? Why not? So yeah, everyone in here, spam your profits here in the channel, right, guys? The profit channel right here. All right. Can I post my red? I don't know how the hell you're red, bro. Don't start rage baiting me, bro. Don't start rage baiting me, bro. But yeah. Let me see. On YouTube, for sure I'm out. Hey, bro. Very nice trade, bro. So even the people on YouTube are catching it. I'm assuming the whole reason why we're rejecting is because ES might be in a gap. Yeah. That's probably why. Runners got stopped. Yeah, if you guys have... Uh-oh. What the fuck is going on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I think Trump is speaking. Yo, Crystal, bro. Come on, no, bro. Yo, guys. Wait. Hold up. Guys, if you guys are in runners, hold that fucking runner for 1 second, guys. Hold your runners for 1 second. Hold on. Go break even at least. Hold up. Trump is speaking, guys. I think Trump is speaking. We don't just randomly move like this. Right here. Iran to... Oh, wait. It's Iran news. Talks won't happen until the 5 conditions are met. The hell are the 5 conditions? Bro, guys, wait. I just realized we took longs as Iran is like currently speaking on war. I could have ended real bad, bro. What the heck? Yeah, right here, Iran's press, TV sighting. I'm seeing just a bunch of Iran stuff here, which obviously we all know has been moving the markets a lot recently. By the way, for my people on YouTube, guys, if you guys want to join the premium with the 80% off, guys, here, let me put the code again, so you guys can join. Just in case you guys may, because I'm seeing a lot of you guys are asking about the live trading with no delay. So here, I'm gonna send it over here again. Yeah, guys, I think some Iran stuff is going on, so we might see like a little spike in volume. Hopefully, it's to the upside. So yeah. Re-entry? Nah, bro. You crazy, bro? Do not enter, bro. Do not enter war news, bro. RMC senior Iran's official Iran's initial response to the U.S. proposal not positive. Still reading. Okay, so we're definitely seeing a lot of Iran news going on right now. So thankfully we got out of, or at least most of us, I would hope so, got out of that trade quite early for our profits, because this market can start getting pretty hectic, very soon. But yeah. At the top of that spike, nice space. $2,000 a day, bro. Shit, bro. We'll all take it. What the heck? I ended up making about 2.3K on the day as well. 10 accounts, $230 per account. Not too bad. Amazing trade. Yeah, bro. Hopefully the markets stay like this, bro. This whole week, the markets have been super consistent, bro. I love this price. Not random spikes. Well, to be honest, we are getting one right now. But just, this is the first one, right? But we're not getting like some random chop off open. We're getting nice, clean candles. We're not getting 100-point candles every 2 minutes. We're getting, pretty average candles, right? So guys, for those wondering, like when we get our winning streaks, we get them in this type of market. Like, look at these candles. They're like average, 40, 50-point candles. Like, dude, these candles aren't like, excuse my language, like boner candles, bro. Bro, last week and every other week since that, it's been 100-point candles every 2 seconds. You know what I mean? We can't get those. We can't trade that shit. Because, bro, you get 100 points in 1 minute and you enter the trade, and in a blink of an eye, you're getting stopped out at like 60 points. You know what I mean? But with this market, it's manageable. We're getting 30, 40, 50 point candles with a pretty decent stop loss. And it's clean movement. You know what I mean? Clean reversals, clean U-turns. I call my reversals U-turns. But, because it's like a U-turn. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like clean reversals, no little BS chop, none of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're holding. Okay, bro, you're in one runner, so that's good. I was about to say make sure you're scaling. But yeah, let's see if we can at least see this price target up here. Like I said, I'm personally already out of the trade, so I don't really care whatever happens. But I do want you guys to be making a little bit of extra money if you guys do catch this. Trump is speaking? No, Trump is not speaking. It's just Iran news going on. I just checked Twitter. That was like a 0.7 to 1 hour. Guys, I already told you like a million times. I don't care about risk reward. I really don't. I don't track my trades based off risk reward. It's not my style that I like marry all the time. Like if a trade is not a 1-to-1, it's not a good trade. I don't care. Also, wait. Oh yeah. No, because the trade did see a 1-to-1, but I just sold a little bit earlier, like down here. Like I said, I don't really base my trades off risk reward. I don't care. Obviously, I'm not gonna trade like a 0.1 to 1 risk reward. Not like that either, but you know what I mean? Like if I have to scale a little bit earlier, then I will. You know what I mean? I don't really care. So what happens if you take a $200 win and a $1,000 loss? You got a full port, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Catch you tomorrow. Hey, bro. Much love, bro. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, guys, tomorrow I'm very green on the week, so I don't know if I'm gonna. Maybe I'll trade like 3 contracts or something. Because you guys know I don't trade Fridays. All right, so obviously I don't want to leave you guys off with 2 weeks. I mean, not 2 weeks, 2 days without trading. You know what I mean? So I will be on tomorrow. No ifs, no buts. I will be on. That's my schedule. But I'll see if I can cook up anything. Maybe like 3 contracts or something. Yeah, guys. By the way, if you guys are in the trade still, make sure you guys go break even. All right, guys. Like seriously, because right now with all the Iran stuff going on, price will start getting a little bit jumpy. I don't want you guys getting stopped out. But yeah. By the way, guys, I'm pretty sure that today or tomorrow, the Apex discount ends, the 85% off any funded account or any eval account. A lot of you guys corrected me yesterday for saying that. It's the same thing, but whatever helps you sleep at night. But yeah, guys, Apex right now is 85% off. So if you guys do want to stack on some accounts, it is called Blastoise. It is on the screen. I think the discount is ending today or tomorrow. To be honest, this discount has ended like 20 times already, and they keep extending it. Which obviously we're not complaining. It's cheaper, so who cares, right? But the website said, bro, the website says that it's ending tomorrow. Today or tomorrow. Trump speaks at 7:20 p.m. Thankfully, I don't trade Asia, so I don't really care about Trump speaking. I mean, if it moves Asia, we can probably get some good overnight setups for tomorrow. Wasn't clean movement to the upside, though. Still green? What do you mean? The trade lasted like 5 minutes. It was a decent trade, but the higher time frame and volume. I feel like you're, bro. What's your name? Legro trades, bro. I think you're too married to a bearish bias, bro. You're too caught up on that bearish bias, bro. Like obviously trade with the bias, but not too much of a bias, bro. Bro, Hanif, bro, come on now. Thailand would do that to you, bro. But yeah, like I said, like bro, for me, I was pretty bullish just because once again, look at all the confirmations on any time frame. To be honest, you have a 5 and 15-minute huge rally got bounce. We never took out the Asia low, which could have been a lot better for a trade, but it's not a big deal because we still work with the London low here. We got very nice buying pressure into a DOL sweep, buying pressure, inverse, room for higher, which is still trying to work up. Obviously, I took profits early because once I'm green on the week, I'll just take anything. But yeah, everything looks very good here. There's nothing here to be bearish about, to be honest. I know that you're seeing the higher time frame, but I don't really think the higher time frame is too bearish either. I mean, if anything, the higher time frame is bullish because we're constantly creating higher. I mean, yeah, higher highs and higher lows. You're basing your trend off this right here. You're basing your trend from this. So the higher time frame is also bullish as well. So, like I said, bro, you can't be too caught up on a bearish thing. There's, in my opinion, I don't really think there's anything bearish here. So yeah, just be careful with that, Legro. All right, bro. Because what I'm seeing is it was a decent trade for the higher time frame and volume, definitely showing that sellers are winning most battles. I didn't really see that, to be honest. Like I said, everything I saw here, I mean, kind of lined up. On the 5-minute, buying pressure, D-Wall sweep, room for higher, inverse, higher highs, higher lows. Everything looked pretty bullish to me. But if anything, we could chat more on Discord. If anything, just send me your ideas and we can talk about it. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. But yeah, by the way, let me check if you guys posted your profits in the profit channel. I gotta make sure, Okay, but I'm just making sure. All right, guys. But yeah, thank you guys, by the way. So I can post that in the announcement, so I can show everyone that we ended really green today. But honestly, for 5 micros, a quick trade like this for $200, I'll take it, bro. Plus 10 accounts, I'll take it. Higher highs and higher lows, like that matters. Yeah, it does. It really does, bro. It does. You always need to make sure that you're trading with the trend. Because dude, if you're trading in choppy conditions, bro, you're gonna get chopped up, bro. Higher highs and higher lows, lower highs and lower lows, that always matters, bro. That and a D-Wall sweep or a bias. That always matters. Remember, bro, the saying is the trend is your friend. Bro, 100, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna tell people to start like hitting you up then, bro. Bro. Like, how do you even get these screenshots, bro? That guys. By the way, guys, type a quick one in the chat if you guys are still in runners. Because right now, price seems like it wants to hit the price target. Once it hit the price target, I'm probably gonna get off stream. One. Okay, I'm seeing a few of you guys are still in. Yes, one. Okay, bet. Yeah, we're about to hit the price target up there. It's what, 30 points away. I mean, to be fair, it is a little bit, iffy, but as long as you're break even, you should be good. So you're chilling. So until one of these two gets taken out, then I'll just stay on stream. Which one? 526. So either break even. I'm assuming like 43 maybe. I'm assuming that's where you guys entered. 43.50 around there. Around 443 or maybe 450. Or 526 gets taken out. Stop profit, take loss, bro. Are you eyeing ES on the 5-minute? No, I don't. I don't really trade ES like that. But I mean, dude, ES is literally the same. Dude, ES is the same exact setup, literally the same exact setup as what we just took. Do I suggest taking it? Not really. ES is very weak compared to NQ. So if you're gonna take longs, just wait for NQ to show you a better setup. Yeah, ES can work, but dude, it's gonna be a mess. I'd rather not. Hey, bro, Chris, take it easy, bro. Much love. Yeah, guys, seems like well, price is still shopping a little bit. If it's break even, I'm just gonna get off. You know what I mean? I'm already out. I'm just kind of watching this for you guys so I can tell you guys when to take profits. I'm sure you guys are capable of knowing when to take profits, but you never know. All right? You can never be so sure. You're up 400 per account, dude. You're good, bro. Yeah, get off, bro. Get off. Dude, yesterday was some BS. I don't know if you're talking. No, you're definitely not talking about my trade. I know that yesterday, yeah, we ended up kind of chopping out a little bit. Let's see. What did we take yesterday? Was it longs? No, it was shorts. What did we take shorts yesterday? Right here? Yeah, it was probably right here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, bro. Literally after we caught the shorts, guys. Look, we caught this entire move down. Oh yeah, we did it from right here. Right, we caught the rejection right here. We caught the entire move down, bro. Chop. Literally nothing happened the whole day. Dude, dead ass, bro. But yeah, no, yesterday I do agree with you, M2. Yeah, yesterday we caught one of our best trades of the week. Well, to be honest, we only caught 3 trades this week, and 2 of them were amazing. But yeah, yesterday, even though we after we caught one of the best trades, the market literally just died out. So thankfully we got a trade here and not here. Because that would have been really rough. Let me catch up with my YouTube chat. Okay. Seems like you guys are good. Would it be possible to code your indicator as a strategy? Like a bot that answers for you? Or no, no. Okay, hold on. We gotta reword this a little bit better. The indicator is coded to my strategy. It's how it works. You know what I mean? I'm assuming like you meant like can you code it to like an algorithm, right? To where it takes trades for you? Um no, it makes it easy to back. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Wait. Would it be possible to code your indicator as a strategy? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I think they mean as a bot or an algorithm. Yeah, that's what I think. On TradingView, you can make an indicator or a strategy in Pine. Yeah, that we have it like that. Yeah, it's Pine script. The indicator is all coded through Pine script. Maybe Hanif can help you. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even make the indicator. My boy Hanif did. I don't know how to code. So David doesn't know the difference between a strat and an indicator. All right, bro. Come on now, bro. No, but yo. J Rose, talk to Hanif. He's the one he's the coder in here. He's the coder in here. All right. I'm the one that teaches the strategy. He's the one that codes it. Chris is morning. Hey, KK, did you catch the trade? No, don't let me didn't catch the trade. Come on now. Oh, you did? Oh, okay, perfect. Just making sure. 700? Not bad. 3 accounts, 700. Not bad at all. No, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't, bro. Dude, if you did, I'll dead ass ban you, bro. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, well, I don't know if price is chopping here or not, bro, but I'm about to get off. Let me see. David, it's chopping and it just keeps bouncing off the VWAP higher band. Dude, I completely forgot about VWAP. Let me turn that on. Kind of. Yeah, I see what you're saying. We all green? Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Everyone should be green Monday, yesterday, and today. It's not VWAP, it's the VWAP range. Yeah, the range. I know what you mean. David, I can trade 7 micros on a new 50k PA. Yeah, of course, bro. Yeah. Eva almost passed. Brand new. Beautiful. Guys, if you guys are stacking up on evals, make sure you guys are getting the end of day one. Guys, I promise you, it's so much better than the trailing. The trailing one is super annoying. I don't like it. Personally, myself. I mean, if you disagree, then obviously you guys can get those. But for me, if you guys are new and you guys don't know what accounts to get, my opinion, get the end of day trade of 50Ks. I'm off. Back on Monday, finally trading in EST time. Taking a plane to Belgium to Boston tomorrow. Beautiful. And it is golded 100%, bro. 100%. Yeah, guys. Let's see if we can finally take out this price order for you guys, so you guys can finally take your profits here at 526. Can you briefly explain the difference between end day and trading? Of course. And okay, trading, right? But I'm sure we all remember the old accounts, right? You guys enter a trade. If the trade goes up $500 and goes back down to break even, on paper you ended the trade break even, right? But if you look at your drawdown is down $500. Why? That's because it's trailing from your unrealized accounts peak. All right. So even if you didn't take profits on the trade, your trailing drawdown still trails as the trade is going in profits. Right. So let's say, for example, right, on a intraday trailing drawdown account, you have a fresh 50K account, right? You take a trade, you're up $500. You move your stop loss to break even and you let the trade continue running. Then you get stopped out of break even. The account is still sitting at 50K. Like it never went down. It never went red, right? But if you look at your drawdown, it went from being at 2,500 to being at 2,000. That's very annoying. Why? Because, I mean, if you're going to be taking multiple trades in a day and they're seeing green and then back to break even, let's say, for example, it's a choppy day, your account is going to get chopped up even though you never technically went red, which becomes very annoying and a whole mission for a lot of you guys, including me. All right. So what does end of day do? Well, end of day actually trails your drawdown based off whatever your account ends at the end of the day, which is at 6 p.m. EST. All right. As simple as that. All right, so your account, your drawdown is not trailing as you're in a trade. It will stay as is for the whole day. Right, but once the day ends, which is at 6 p.m. EST, which is when the PA chart resets, then based off whatever number your account is sitting at, the drawdown will update to that number. And that's the difference between trailing and end of day. By the way, let me kind of update this trade right here. One sec, guys. One sec, guys. Make sure you're getting most of your contracts here. There we go. 1 segundo, guys. 1 segundo. All right, let me see. Put it all right here. There we go. Okay, bet. All right, we're good now. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, thank you. I got you, bro. Of course. This market can't hit 526, dude. It's struggling, bro. It's right there, bro. It's literally right there, bro. We missed it by 10 points. I'm sure we'll see soon. Are you calling a day or evening session, David? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I have not gone jet skiing in a fat minute, bro, and the weather outside is beautiful. So I'm gonna go do that later today. Dude, I can't be stuck at home all day, bro. Every day. So I gotta go out a little bit. so yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the beach for a little bit, bro. Just so I can get some fresh air. Well, yeah, I mean, dude, we gotta celebrate, right? We've had finally a good week, you know, a pretty consistent week. Is Trump still speaking? I don't think Trump was ever speaking. Legro. It seems like it was just Iran news. Just Iran saying something about talks or something, and I guess that kind of moved the markets because the markets like that. Which is why we saw like a pump temporarily for like a big pump for like 2 candles, and now we're back to regular price action. That's because 21 minutes ago we saw Iran speaking, talks won't happen until the 5 conditions are met, whatever that means. But that was 20 minutes ago, which is when we were pumping up. And now that all that stuff is over with, the market is back to not moving or moving very slow. Yo, bro, come on now, bro. I'm already seeing that most of you guys are getting off. I'm sure you guys know where to take profits if you guys are in runners. So if you guys are getting off, I don't blame you, to be honest. But I am also about to get off too as well. Cause dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even in this trade. So, but I do want to see this price start getting hit with you guys live. So I don't want to get off. Dude, how do you blow your account? Wait. You gotta be trolling, bro. Bad mindset. I don't even think the mindset is the problem here, bro. Like, how the hell did you blow that account when the market was going up? What do you mean? Unless you're like fading my trade, then maybe, yeah, but oversizing, probably. But dude, if you're on a PA account, like, what the hell? You DM me? Oh, I'll check that out later, bro. I'm on stream right now. I don't really check DMs while on stream. Bro, all we need is a 26-point pump up, bro. Come on. This guy's impersonating you, bro. Dude, it's like, bro, like, if people put this much time into scamming people, if they put this much time into actually like creating something, bro, I'm sure they'll be just as successful. Like, why do people make so many fake accounts of me, bro? Like, come on now, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Like, bro, what the like, why do people do why do people do this, bro? Like, what the hell? Come on, bro. Like, let me teach you something at least. You know what I mean? Like, bro, come on. They're not even trying here, bro. Let me ban all of them, guys, real quick. One sec. Look, someone's name is David Mom. Like, bro, like, dude, these people are creative as hell too, bro. And the thing that gets me mad is people seriously fall for this shit. Like, how? Like, bro, I'm not like, guys, with all respect, bro, if you guys fall for this, bro, you gotta learn something. You gotta learn your lesson, bro, because it is not, dude, these people have like the most broken English too, bro. And think about it, guys. If I don't have time to DM most of you guys that actually have problems because I get so many DMs, what makes you think that I'm gonna DM some random person? You know, just randomly like, hey, how you doing? No, guys, come on now, bro. I'm too busy for that, guys. Don't fall for that stuff. It is not that hard, guys. I wonder how you can like reverse scan them. I've always tried, but they always, like they're smart, bro. I mean, dude, you can't beat them at their own game. Dude, I tried grabbing their IPs. I tried doing everything, bro, but I can't do anything, bro. They're smart, bro. They're smart. Dude, we're going back down, bro. When are we gonna see five? Dude, it's right there, bro. Just take it out, bro. It's not that hard. We have all this buying pressure every single candle, and then we just keep rejecting like down, bro. Like, when I first got in the Discord, like fake, dude. I'm telling you, bro. Like, dude, like they're so fast with it, bro. I don't get it. I really don't. DM me, blast. Hey, bro, DM me. I'll have you on the list of my DMs so I can catch up with them later on today. But yeah, dude, dude, look. Wait. Dude, I am flooded on DMs, bro. And I don't want to do it, but sometimes, guys, I'm not like most times, if I can't catch up with most DMs, I just mark them all as read. And like literally 5 minutes after I mark all of them as read, I get 20 more DMs. Dude, I need someone to work for me, bro, or an AI or something, bro. Well, to be fair, I do have my AI. Guys, I spent $2,000 on getting like this whole MacBook setup or like this Mac Air, Mac Mini, whatever it's called, setup for no one to use it, bro. Well, to be fair, I do use this laptop. I mean, this computer a lot, like for design and for other stuff that I'm working on. So I guess it paid off. But the main reason why I bought it was to use that what is it called, the Open Claw AI thing, so I can run a Discord bot. But to be honest, it is a little bit outdated. I do have to update the information on it. I'm gonna try to get you guys to use it a little bit more. It's like a little AI assistant. I used to put my patient ran this course. What do you mean? But it gives you instant response. What do you mean? Thanks, Bass. I'm out. Gotta get back to. Hey, bro, take it easy, bro. Much love, man. Hopefully you're good on the day. Well, you are. You passed your accounts, or you almost did, I think. Bro, let's just see the price. Okay, it's right there. Like, dude, all we need is like one more buyer to like buy in, bro. At this point, I'm gonna be that buyer, bro. I'm gonna go on Weibo and just buy something there. You made 1,200. That's beautiful. Honestly, that's more than enough to probably even call it a week. But if not, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, look, bro, we're rejecting again. It's right there, bro. Like, dude, and now we're back red. Dude, MC, did you see the setup on ES? We took out the London High and we inversed a nice 5 minute for value gap. How do you filter not taking this one? To be honest, bro, the only filter I have is I don't trade ES. So I'm sure if I would have seen that same exact setup on NQ, I probably would have also taken it. I just don't trade ES. It's a very slow thing here. You're talking about this one right here. Yeah, dude, this setup was beautiful. I don't even know. Actually, I would have actually taken it. If I saw the selling pressure, I would probably take it. But no, I just don't look at ES. So it was a good setup and it worked out, obviously. I mean, it worked out from the London high, beautiful sweep, double top sweep, fair value gap projection, strong selling pressure, 5-minute inverse into lower, into the 2 price targets. It hit it just fine. I just don't trade ES. So it's not really something I can just like, you know. But that setup was actually really good. Now that I'm looking at it, that was a really good setup. Can't believe I wanted you. TP finna hit David just might take another. Bro, I'm saying, bro, like a whole hour for like a 20-point price target, bro. Are you serious right now? At this point, I'm just gonna post the screenshot I have and just call it a day, bro, so I can get off. Yo, trending sideways, dude. The whole market is trending sideways, bro. Cookie, hey Cookie, what you doing? Huh? You wanna go out the window? Oh my cat just fell, bro. Bro, dude, my cat just tried jumping out the window. He just fucking fell backwards. Cookie, come here. Bro, I don't know if I caught that on stream, bro. If you want to clean the indicator, do we just DM you a receipt of your premium? Yes. Well, if you got it recently, then yes, that's the promotion I have going on. So either if you have lifetime or if you got the premium with the discount that I have going on, just DM me and I'll give you the code. Bro, guys, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm about to get off, bro. Bro, I can't stand this. I'm not even in the trade. You added the wrong days? Okay, I'll check it out again. I probably did, yeah. Bro, you're not the only one asking me, bro. I have a ton of DMs, so I probably just rushed it. So my fault on that. If I bought the 3-month premium right now, right before you release the indicator deal, yeah, just DM me, bro. It's not that deep. Just DM me. Yep. What's up, KK? Talk to me. Bro, let me put this out real quick. One sec, guys. Dude, this market is so choppy, bro. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna open up the chat in 1 second. There you go. Wait. There you go. All right, let's see what we got here. Do you think the PA will improve over the next month once war is over? I mean, we can only hope, to be honest. I mean, how for my I don't know if that's political or not. For my more political people in here, how long have we been doing this whole Trump and Iran thing? 3 weeks? Nah, the market's been chopping for more than 3 weeks. Dude, the market's been chopping for like 5 to 6 weeks. Since February? Is that when the bad price? Yeah, that's when the bad price action started. Because look, guys, the whole reason everyone's trades have been so like rough is because once again, look at the daily. Look, guys, look. We went from having winning streak, winning, into this whatever this is, just pure chop. The whole, like I said, guys, the whole reason as to why we're starting to get better trades now and we're starting to move a little bit clean is because we're finally trying. Keyword trying. We're going back into it. We're trying to break out of this choppy range, right here, right. So when do we start getting our best trades? Right here, right here, right here, right here, right. When do we start getting chopped out? You know, having a little bit of winning trades, a little bit of losing trades. Right here, chop, non-stop chop. So it just makes it hard for, no matter if you're a beginner or 20 years experience in the markets, you're going to struggle in this market. Because no matter what strategy you're trading, you're going to get chopped out. And that I tried telling people that, and they're like, no, bro, you just suck. Like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, you know what? If that's what you think, bro, whatever helps you sleep better at night, bro. You know what I mean? Because like, I'm not gonna argue with it. I mean, dude, like, yeah, I will admit it. I can't trade this. I couldn't trade this market here. This thing is hard as hell to trade. No one can, no matter what trader you are. Shit's hard as hell. You know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully whenever this whole war thing ends and everything, hopefully Trump kind of just stops tweeting for like at least a month. Give us like a 1 month winning streak. Give us 1 month of a clean market. We make back a bunch of money and we're happy. I'm breaking my bro. Bro, what do you? What's going on, bro? Like, what do you mean you're breaking your keyboard, bro? Don't tell me that you're still trying to trade this, bro. If you're not already in the trade, bro, just get off. Because I mean, dude, this thing is not moving, bro. Dude, do me a favor, bro. Just close your computer, bro. Let me review your trades later today. You already said you DM me. Let me review your trades later today and see what mistake you're making because there's something that you're doing wrong there. Let me see. David, I DM you. DM me again, so because I marked all my DMs as red. Oh my god, I have so many DMs to read. Bro, guys, I'm not going jet skiing today, bro. I don't have time. Bro, look at all these DMs. This was all in the span of like 10 minutes, guys. Bro, I gotta get an AI, bro. I gotta do something, bro. I gotta do something, bro. You guys are gonna kill me. David DM so I can see, bro. You have too many. No. It's not like that either, guys. It's not like that. No one here is needy, guys. You guys are here to learn. You guys are here to ask questions. Ask me any questions. Now, one thing I will ask you guys is look, so we can kind of filter this out so I don't get too stressed out and overworked. Guys, if you guys have like a personal question, DM me. If you guys have a question about the chart or like a trade review or something, just ask in the premium chat, guys. It's a trading chat for a reason. You know what I mean? So if you guys have like a more general question, then you just ask in the server. If I can't respond, I'm sure someone else will that has experience, right? And you guys can tell that by the rules, which is why I give you guys the payout rules and everything. So David, I just hit 3K in profits. First of all, good shit. Over the span of 3 days, my best trading day being 1,395 and tops up, so I haven't passed my account. Wait, send me a screenshot of your dashboard. I don't think that should be an issue because the most you can make on top step is like 1.5K on the combines. That's what I mean. You have everything available in the store. Nah, but seriously, some people do have some personal questions and everything, which I'll always respond to in a timely manner. At least I try. Remember, guys, it's like let me show you guys. Before you guys think that I'm over exaggerating, all right? Look at this, guys. There's over. Oh my goodness, guys. There is over. Remember, I have my mentorship students as well. There's over. I'm gonna say 1,700 of you guys just in the premium, which is absolutely insane. Which, by the way, guys, I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me, right? But there's over 1,700 of you guys, or 1,800 around there, because I'm also counting the mentorship, which I always keep track of with calls as well. So guys, there's one of me, and there's a million of you guys. And remember, that's only the premium. Some people, maybe some people need help that they're not on the premium. And I always tell you guys, you don't have to pay me to ask me a question, guys. I'm not like a celebrity or anything. I'm just a regular human being just trying to help you guys out. So even if you guys aren't, for my people on YouTube, even if you guys aren't in the premium, you guys can always DM me, which I do get DMs all the time. So guys, I'm getting like hundreds of DMs a day. So if you guys are here harassing me in the chat saying, yo, check DMs, you never check DMs, guys, you're not the only one. In fact, there's like 100 of you guys an hour of the day, every hour of the day. So, like, keep this in mind. It's only one of me. I don't have anyone working for me. You guys know to be honest, I do have trust issues. I have trust issues. So I don't really trust people, like especially with the thing that I brought up from literally zero to now. I will never trust anyone with my business. You can't really mix friends with business as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know I always complain, or not complain, but yeah, complain. That like, oh, like, hey, guys, you're doing too much, whatever. But it's what I sign myself up for. You know what I mean? I just don't trust people to work with me. I've tried trusting people, and dude, literally every single time I get backstabbed. So I'd rather do the extra work and complain about it rather than having to deal with with all that shit. Bro, I haven't won a trade in a month. Nah, bro. That's because you're not choosing. You're choosing not to win a trade. What do you mean you haven't won a trade in a month, bro? What are you talking about? Dear David, you see, Richie Rich. You see, with you, I haven't seen your DM, bro. So it's like I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm ignoring you guys, which I'm not trying to, but I have a lot of DMs, so I just don't see it. So yeah, let me get to doing that as well. I'm literally about to end the stream as well, so that's the first thing I'll do, and then I'll catch up with the rest of the DMs. But yeah, where can I go to fully learn your strategy? You can find mostly everything on my YouTube, but if not, you can always go in the premium right here and find it all here. Literally everything you need is all organized here, and if you need more trade breakdowns, it's all organized here as well. Although I don't really post too much here, which I kind of do need to. You know, most of the things here. I mean, these videos are like an hour long, 30 minutes to an hour long, so you can also do that. But yeah, so guys, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna keep watching this chop. I have some DMs to catch up to. Richie Rich, you're the first person I'm gonna get pretty much taken care of, and the rest of the people I'm gonna get with you guys right now. All right, guys. But yeah, honestly, if you guys are still holding runners, obviously you guys know the price targets. I mean, it's on the screen. Take a picture of it. If anything, it's 526 and 550. So once you hit those, feel free to take full profits. Make sure you have your stop loss at break even, and you're pretty much all set. All right, guys. Hopefully, you guys, well, all of you guys should be green today. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna catch up with the DMs now, real quick, which will probably take me like an hour or two. And then I'll be active later in the chat later today, giving you guys some updates, on the charts and everything. And then tomorrow I will be live trading same time as always, 9:30, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, and Heatless, you as well, bro. DM me. I don't know how you haven't got a winning trade in a month. I don't know how, but we can definitely review it and definitely fix it up. All right, bro. So don't even worry about it. But yeah, Richie Rich, stay on Discord. I'm DM me right now, actually. All right. But yeah, everyone else, guys, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your days, and I'll see you guys later today. All right, guys. Peace, guys. Peace, peace, peace. And YouTube, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you guys made some money with me. Hopefully you guys had a few laughs and had a good time in the stream. Once again, if you guys do want to join the premium, guys, check out my pinned message on the YouTube chat. It is code 80 if you guys want to join the premium for 80% off either the monthly or 3-month premium sub. It's like $10. So if that's nothing to you, you want to give it a shot, guys, give it a try. It doesn't hurt. All right, and you can also always cancel if you don't like it. Right? But yeah, if you guys want to join the premium, get access to real-time live trading, real-time alerts, real-time education, real-time videos, everything you guys possibly need for my strategy to learn it, it's all in the premium. All right, guys, and it's only $10. So if you guys want to join, give it a shot. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off. I got a lot of work to do, a lot of DMs to catch up on. So yeah, let me get to doing that. All right, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow then.